I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. Upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time.
Yo, the dog is here. Yo, the dog is here. Yo, the dog is here. Yo, where the East Coast at? Where the West Coast at? Where the Midwest at? Where the dedicated at? Where the East Coast at? Where the West Coast at? Where the Midwest at? Where the dedicated at? Where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at? All the niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. Where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at? All the
What's up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold. It's your boy Asmongold. What's up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold. Asmongold.
You can do the work, and then you can get the money for the work, and then give the money to me. Thank you, thank you. What is this dude doing with his money? I don't know, boys. I have 1,283 ace/play. I never give up. What the? Sorry, I prefer come. Fuck this dude. I play all day, play every day. I have no regrets. I love this game. I play all day, play every day. I have no regrets. I love this game. I don't feel bad about it at all. What was I gonna do? Imagine what I would be like without WoW.
What's up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold. It's your boy Asmongold. What's up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy Asmongold. Asmongold. What's up, y'all?
Rest in peace.
niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. Man, cats don't know what it's gon' be. Fucking with a nigga like me. D to the M to the X. Last I heard, yeah, niggas was having sex with the same sex. I show no love to homo thugs. Empty out, reload, and throw more slugs. How you gonna explain fucking a man? Even if we squash the beef, I ain't touching your hand. I don't fuck with chumps. For those that been to jail, that's the cat with the Kool-Aid on his lips and pumps. I don't fuck with niggas that think they bras. Only know how to be one way, that's the dog. I know how to get down, know how to bite. Bark very little, but I know how to fight. I know how to chase a cat up in a tree. Man, I give y'all niggas the business for fucking with me. Is you crazy? Where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at. All them niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. Where the hood at? Had that nigga in the cut where the wood at. All them niggas acting up where the wolves at. You better bust that if you gon' pull that. What's the song? I come through, guns are strong. Blah blah. lungs just gone. Sons of Mars, from dusk to dawn. Nighttime belongs to the dog. On the street past midnight, look for him in the morgue. Don't play with these cats, 'cause I ain't got nothing to say to these cats. For the mothers that really do love them, please pray for these cats. 'Cause I know niggas is hard-headed, but I ain't got the patience. Don't want me having no patience, turning to more patience. More trips to ICU, 'cause I see you. Trying to get away with shit a real nigga wouldn't do. Where my dogs at? See them niggas? Get them, boy. That's how we do. Yeah, this is for my dog. This is for my dog. Yo, where we at, baby? From then till now, don't ask me how. Know that we gon' roll like the niggas in here. 8 o'clock on the shot. Where the hood at? Hood at?
Yo, X, got some bad news. Kato's dead, man.
What?
Yeah, Kato's dead, man.
You can't be serious, man.
Hell nah.
Day and night, I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain what I need for keeps this silly game we play. Now look at this, madness the magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last. Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things
At first, I thought this was the swastika, and then I realized it's Dev's listened.
will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night. Hold the phone. The lonely stoner, Mr. Solo Dolo. He's on the move, can't seem to shake the shade. Within his dreams, he sees the life he made. The pain is deep. A silent sleeper, you won't hear a peep peep. They'll hear a peep peep. The girl he wants don't seem to want him to. It seems the feelings that she had her through. Cause day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, slow-mo. When the tempo slows up and creates that new. He seems alive though he is feeling blue. The sun is shining, man, he's super cool. The lonely nights, they fade away, he slips into his white Nikes. He smokes a clip and then he's on the way. To free his mind and searcher, to free his mind and searcher, to free his mind and searcher. Day and night, the lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone through the day and night. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night, day and night. The lonely stoner seems to free his mind at night. He's all alone, some things will never change. The lonely loner seems to free his mind at night. At night. At night.
Status, grind all day, clean the status, grind all night, clean the status, grind all day, clean the status, grind all night.
fucking up for like 6 hours, bro. Like it's so bad. I'm hoping to God. So did I tell you what happened?
No?
No, dude. So I got too much estrogen in my body, bro. And estrogen, what it does is when you have too much, is it makes you think that you're dying all the time.
Wow, that sounds like a really great thing you got injected into yourself, man. Just poison.
Yeah, it's so good. Because what happened was that COVID fucked up my T levels. So I've been injecting T and I got my shit regulated. But what happens is when your T goes up too high, your estrogen goes up with it. And estrogen in a dude fucks you up, right? So now I'm like donating blood left and right and putting in estrogen blockers to fucking just stop thinking that I'm dying for 5 seconds. But I don't want to make this a fucking, man, look at how bad I feel.
Trauma dumping.
competition.
It's trauma dumping on
Yeah.
my stream.
Yeah, dude, I don't feel like trauma dumping right
No,
now.
yeah, that sounds like shit though, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, I did just want to call you and just say, bro, you're killing it
You know, I am killing it. I don't really know why, but hey, I'm happy about it.
because you're a good ass dude and you deserve everything that's been happening, man. I just want to say, yeah, I'm like very happy for you, and I don't think it's a short-lived thing. So I hope you don't worry about it all disappearing overnight. I feel like it's about time that someone who's been as outspoken as you have been in the gotcha space finally gets some fucking recognition. And I feel like it truly is a W Gen Z moment, to be completely honest.
Totally. Well, you know, I am really happy about it, and you know, even if it was a short-lived thing, like some will remain, and hey, I gotta take what I can get and be happy with what happens. You know,
Yeah.
just try my best.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's been very cool to see. I'm not gonna fucking lie, because like I know how hard you've been working at this shit, man. Because we talked about this shit many times when you were down here, and I just think
Yeah.
it's good that you know you're getting a slice of that pie. That you know, I mean, I don't believe anybody deserves anything. I don't believe that. You know,
Yeah, I get
it's
that
a
feel.
horrible
Yeah.
word, but you've definitely earned it by putting in the fucking hours. I mean, fuck, you stream so goddamn much. But yeah,
Yeah, I like to think of it as you can get lucky or you can work really hard, and every moment you work hard, you have a chance to get lucky. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like,
absolutely.
yeah.
But yeah, it's been what, like 2 days? Was the anniversary thing yesterday morning or was that 2 days ago?
It was the day before, yeah.
Day before?
2 days.
Yeah, I wanted to know how's the community reaction been for you?
Well, basically what we talked on the podcast, most
Mm.
people kind of are on my side and agree with me, I would say.
What
And
is your side, out of curiosity?
so essentially my side is it felt like a pretty shitty anniversary.
Yeah.
And we can't really know how good the events are or anything like that. So we can't really celebrate that because the events, they didn't show off something absolutely insane that blew our minds, right? So it's hard to be like incredibly excited about that kind of stuff. So people are mostly focusing on the rewards. And if we look at the rewards, people feel not enough rewards. They were expecting more. And I don't think it's just because of leaks or something. I think people genuinely felt like, hey, they've treated us so good in the past. They're probably going to treat us really great, especially when you have to compare to Honkai Star Rail, because everyone trashed it so hard, people expect even more because of that recent memory. And so it felt like there wasn't enough polls. And then on top of it, having the selector banner thing come around felt like an extra slap in the face to a lot of people, because then it's like, so you're not giving us enough and you're doing something that's kind of for money making. Because realistically, who is pulling on that banner? Like, you can't pull on that and ZANI, right? You can't. You don't have enough pulls unless you're spending money. And so it's only really for people who want a really specific character, or they're whales, or they spend money, right? So people see it that way.
I feel
Do
like
you disagree with anything I'm saying?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then going along with this, now they're showing off, hey, we're giving 10 more limited pulls, 10 more weapon pulls, and 10 more standard pulls,
Out of
right?
curiosity, I can't remember the standard pulls in Wuthering Waves. Do they give you the
Mhm.
coral that lets you pull for
They
constellation?
do give you the coral.
Okay,
Yes.
so they're not completely
They do.
fucking useless, but they're pretty fucking.
Yeah, they're not completely useless, but you might get like 1 or 2 pulls back
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that kind of, depending on what you get.
yeah.
And so a lot of players are not happy with the 30 pulls that they're giving right here. And just out of curiosity's sake, what do you think about these 30 pulls? Do you think it's enough? What is your opinion?
I don't really consider it 30 polls. I consider it more like 20.
Okay, me too, by the way. Yeah, totally agree with you. Yeah,
Yeah, the 10 standards are like just like, that's one thing that I really don't like about Wuthering Waves is that they keep on doing these events where it's like log in for 7 days get 7
Mhm.
standard, get 3 limited. Also,
Yep.
for context, for anybody wondering why I sound like this, I just have not been sleeping well. I'm not
Yeah,
upset
you
or
sound very
anything.
tired.
I'm super tired, guys. I apologize, but I didn't want to miss a stream because Asmongold's not live, and I know that people are looking for a place to stream. Yeah. I'm good. I got 2 hours of sleep, and I do not want to go to sleep because I literally can't because I'm too afraid to go to sleep. So I am going to stay up. So I hope nobody says go to sleep. I would if I could, but I fucking can't. um, but yeah, I think the 20 polls are just kind of just like I'm trying very hard to draw a line in my head, and I'm trying to figure out what is the adequate amount of compensation.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people confuse being pro-consumer with being fucking retarded. And a pro-consumer tries to find the reasonable ask from the developers. That way they can actually have expectations that are at least rooted in reality and not just say, I want everything for free all the time.
Mhm.
There's a good post that I'm actually going to link it. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but I made a
Take a
post
look.
about this earlier. This is a really good way to kind of talk about, and I'll pull it up for anybody who wants to read along on the stream. But yeah, this is kind of what I'm trying to figure out right now because I feel like people are saying, unless you want a free ZANI, then you're not pro-consumer and you're being a hypocrite. And that's not really what I want. I just want to find out what we can reasonably ask from the developers. That way, our expectations aren't constantly being let down and let down and let down as players of the game. So I'm trying to figure out what is what we should have got for the anniversary, and that's kind of where I'm drawing a blank.
Well,
To be
okay.
completely honest, I would probably say with now these new rewards, we got what? Let's say 57 polls.
Yeah, I think so.
57. 57 is obviously going to vary from game to game. Because when people
Mhm.
say other games gave us this, like for example, Nikkei gave us 180 polls. Okay, well, how many polls does it take to guarantee a 5-star? How many characters are in the game? At what point did this come out in the game? Because there's a lot of variables. Because the problem is people one gotcha game to another gotcha game.
Oh, wait. Real quick, too. I just want to say,
Yeah,
let's pretend they give us these polls, though, but
yeah,
we don't know how much we get from the total event. So, like, in total, it might not be as impressive as it sounds, right? Like, you
yeah,
could say we're giving 100 polls and then the events give 0 and, like, 0 for login and stuff. So, like,
yeah,
we don't fully understand, like, how good it is because if it was just a normal patch plus 47, then that's
yeah,
great, right?
yeah,
Or, like, 57. But yeah, so, like, I think there's also that unknowing factor that a lot of people feel like maybe it's not as good as it really is.
yeah. I will say, sorry, 57 pulls
Yeah, sorry.
plus free glider. Sorry, Chad, I forgot about the free glider.
Mhm.
Which I think glider looks pretty good.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
cool.
I think that you'd agree from like a Hoyoverse perspective, because I think it's pretty fair to compare Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact together. It's
Mhm.
pretty fair. They're pretty much trying to be the same fucking game, or at least Kuro Games is trying to be fucking Genshin Impact. I think if you were to give a Genshin player 57 pulls and a glider, they'd pretty much come in their fucking pants.
Yes, they would literally go ape shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a scenario where I would ever be disappointed with 57 pulls and a glider for an anniversary 2.3 patch. And
Okay, here's the thing.
yeah,
If they had given 57 out polls initially, I would have been like, "Hey, that's pretty fucking good."
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
I think the big problem for a lot of people,
Is that its
and
own
by the way, when
policy?
they well, yeah, it's essentially, I think it's a matter of respect more than anything. And I
So
know, like,
I'm going to assume that you
it's
think they were trying to get away with some shit. And they're only doing that because there was
well,
backlash.
the thing is, I
Huh.
don't think that.
Okay.
I don't think they were trying to exactly get. I don't attribute to malice what I think is stupidity. I think they fucked up really hard. And people have all these conspiracies that it's like, this is actually a secret 5-head devs listen moment. But it's like, bro, it just makes them look bad. Like, it wasn't a secret plan because now they just look like shit and everyone hates them. Like, that's not a good idea. So if that was their plan, it misfired.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were malicious in this. I think they just fucked up really hard, essentially. And I think it's a huge matter of respect, especially in Asia. I mean, you've probably interacted with lots of Billy things in the past. You probably know a lot about that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But for
Understood.
them, they're just like, if you had given these polls initially for the anniversary, we would have been fine. But the problem is now you have to give some on top, right? Because you disrespected us and now we don't trust you. Now giving what you should have given for the anniversary, that's not enough. Now you have to put some on top. And them giving these extra 30 pulls here, or 20 pulls basically, that's what they should have given, but that's not what the extra thing on top. So now people feel even more disrespected over in China, especially, right? Now they're just like, well, now you're giving us what you should have given us anyways, but that's not an apology anymore, right?
Yeah, for
That's how
sure.
they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am curious. What do you think the proper amount of rewards we should have gotten for the anniversary would be?
I've seen a lot of people talk about the anniversary like selector banner thing and that it should remove 50/50, other stuff like that. I don't even really care about that. I think it should be something that's like tangible that everyone enjoys. Like polls, no matter who you are, you'll like them and use them, right?
I would actually love to discuss that with you because
Mm,
I haven't discussed
okay.
with anybody one on one before. Do you think that's a tangible idea? Would be to make all those banners the first ones free, like the first, like because I was thinking about that and I entertained that idea yesterday where I was like, yeah, the first one is a guaranteed. Um,
So
I don't know if that's a
here,
reasonable ask because I think that would make everybody who pulled on the pre-existing banners feel like shit.
yeah.
Um,
So I brought this up and a lot of people are disagreeing with me, but
that's fine.
I
Who
saw it
cares?
as, but yeah, I know that I
Yeah,
was like, I think I'm right on this, but
yeah,
let's pretend that they did that. It actually, and I know people are going to call me crazy, actually is a bit predatory too, because then you go, well, now if I'm not pulling these banners, I'm actually losing out if these are just more efficient banners. So, like, what? I don't even care about these, but I would consider getting a dupe just because those banners are now suddenly so efficient compared to a normal banner. And also made me pulling for that character on the normal banner feel really shitty because it's like, well, now I lost out. So now I need to pull for ZANI and this limited banner because it's such a better special deal. And I hypothesized like, let's pretend they just came out with a banner and they're like, okay, 30 or 40 pulls and you get Yinlin. Well, you would feel stupid if you didn't get it, right? It
yeah.
was so efficient. But at the same time, it's like, well, now that's a bunch of pulls I can't use in other stuff. So it's like, it's almost in a weird way predatory by making it generous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, in fact, that's actually a perspective that I haven't considered for players who felt might feel that it
It's big
would be
FOMO.
pretty. Yeah, no, that is very FOMO. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that's actually a great take. I can definitely see why people disagree towards it because there's a lot of more is more mentality happening right now.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah. Yeah.
also a lot of astroturfing that I'm seeing right now, which is pretty
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I've been moderating my Twitter for the past like 6 hours and
Oh,
seeing
boy.
how many people are just making up bullshit. Like there was even a post in my own Gotcha Police. Like it's like I gained like I think it was like 400 new users in Gotcha Police last night. And I was like, oh, this is great. And then I checked trending and I just see so many people being like bait post after bait post being like, we need to kill Kuro Games. We need to kill Kuro Games. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And then when I ban them, they say, see, Tectone can't take criticism. And it's like, what is going on? Now I would like to circle back to what you were saying when you said
Mhm.
that you think the company's just fucking dumb. I
Oh, I think
actually
they fucked up. Yeah.
I think they're really fucking dumb. Which blows because like I mean obviously, and I really shouldn't be saying this live right now. Um, you know I've talked to them before, right?
Yeah.
And the amount of guidance and feedback they look from CCs is flattering. It is very flattering.
But it's also concerning.
Yes, it's like, damn, you're asking me that?
You're just like, you're like, bro, I didn't go to school for this shit, man. Like, don't
Yeah.
you have a guy that like,
Yeah, straight up. And so it is a little bit concerning. Um, but yeah, I do think a lot of it comes from ignorance. I don't really think any of it comes from malice.
yeah,
Uh,
that's really how I feel. I don't think they're trying to take the players for a ride. I think they just like genuinely fuck up multiple times. And people always say, oh, they're doing that so that people will say devs listened. Bro, nobody's saying devs listen right now. Everyone's saying fuck you, bitch. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like this is not like if this was their big master plan, then they're even dumber than just messing up, right?
Well, so the reason why devs listened is being villainized and anybody saying it is being antagonized right now is because Hoyo players are furious that the developers of this game actually have
Would
listened in the
ever cave
past.
in.
Yes. Whereas the other ones, they're like, oh, well, our devs may never not listen, but it doesn't matter because they're just doing it because they're pretending. And it's like, bro, it's just not even fucking like that. Just like
Yeah, I
shut the
don't
fuck up.
understand why people like the devs listen thing. It's like I'd rather they fuck up and then give rewards than like they fuck up and then nothing happened though.
Yeah, oh, 1,000,000%. And I think that's another great point that I really enjoy you bringing up is that I hate to bring this up again, but it's like, brother, how many devs listen moment have we had in Hoyo games, guys? What, Zhongli? Uh,
The first anniversary when they had 10 total polls for an anniversary after making like $8 billion, and then people got so mad that they had to give 20 polls, which is still bad.
yeah, yeah, 100%. Um,
Yeah.
I've been kind of farming the give me a free ZANI or I'm gonna kill myself on
Oh, I've
Twitter.
seen that.
I don't know. Like me personally, I'm like, damn, 57 polls. I'm cool with that. Like I don't think I really need any more. If I got more,
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
how I see it is like, okay, so I think this is a huge thing that happened on the podcast before,
Yeah.
and something that people were pissed at a lot of you guys while I was being harsher. But like, I think people are mad at you guys because it's like, think of it as like
Oh,
a video
I
game
don't really
version of.
think so. Maybe I'm different. I don't think anybody's really mad at me. I mean,
Oh
if
no, no. Well,
yeah.
why a lot of people were wondering why you guys aren't being harsher though.
Oh, sure,
How
sure.
I
Yeah.
see it as is basically like a
Mm,
trust meter, and like it goes from 0 to 100, and
yeah.
basically people had a lot of trust. So even though it went down for the anniversary, it's like you don't have zero trust. You don't hate Kuro games right now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not the issue. But like with something like why people were so harsh on Honkai Star Rail's anniversary is it's like it already was at zero trust. So
Absolutely.
everyone was just trashing it.
Yeah.
But the thing is like this anniversary for some people, it put them down to zero trust instantly because they were probably already kind of low on that meter. But for some people like me and you, it's like we're disappointed that this is how things are, but it doesn't make us go, fuck this game, I'm out.
Yeah, wait.
Right? It's like, well, it's a shame.
Can I pause this conversation for 2 seconds?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, okay. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just
So
fine.
that was my doctor. We're all good. All right. Yeah. We were talking about shit. There was the apology, how it's too late, and then 57 polls is enough. What was the last thing that we were discussing?
I don't know. I went off on a tangent.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were saying why people were more intense on us for not being
Oh yeah,
as
yeah,
harsh.
with the whole like
Yes.
trust thing,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
will say my trust meter was at an all-time low for 1.2. I actually was
Oh, me too.
contemplating. Yeah, I was contemplating quitting the game around probably 1.3, 1.4.
Dude, 1.4, I went if 2.0 isn't big, then this
Yeah.
game's going to be pretty much on the back burner for me. 2.0 blew me the fuck away though.
Same,
Like,
same.
I was like, okay, this is actually so insane.
Yeah.
Like I'm at 100% now. Like I can't believe how much you guys like turned this around. That's
Yeah.
insane.
2.0 was fucking crazy. So much so that it renewed my passion pretty much, and it blew it
Mhm.
out of the water for this game rather than any other, I guess, triple A gotcha that I've played so
Mhm.
far. Kind of like, it was kind of like a ending of Abyss 1 wizardry moment for me. Like that's,
Where
I
you go
mean,
like, whoa.
yeah, it's like, damn, bro, it's like that. Holy fuck. Like that shit was nuts. Or even, even like Sinclair's, story quest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where
For
you go like,
Loomis.
I see why people like that. Like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm getting this
absolutely.
now. Like, this is really cool. You
Yeah.
know?
Um, But yeah, my trust was at an all-time high for Kuro, and I don't really think I've had any opportunities or any problems rise up with this company that haven't been immediately resolved. I think the only things that I'm
Mhm.
waiting for are like, I just want tuners out of the game. It'd be nice to remove tuners. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
doesn't even
how.
affect you, but
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. It's just fucking annoying. I'm just wondering
Yep.
how CN and JP feel about that. And then the other thing is gliders being implemented in the 1.0 territory. Though the
Mhm.
more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm having a kind of dilemma grasping if they're going to be able to do that or not. It's kind of like
They
weird.
can, but they
Yeah.
probably have to, like, make it so things have tops to them. I bet a bunch of things they want to save, like, polygons in space, so they probably, like, have a bunch of holes in places and it would be awkward, but
Yeah. I'm
they
really
still should.
yeah, I'm really feeling they're just like not going to do that. And it's kind of like something that I've been like struggling with to kind of understand how I feel about it. I mean, if they do it, it would be cool, but I feel like at this point they like might not do it. If they are going to do it in any patch, it's probably going to be 3.0. Like now that 2.0 is over, now we're giving you gliders in 1.0 and 3.0. But I'm just not sure when
Yeah.
they're going to implement it. It's because I
It
think it's I don't. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I think it's a bad idea to not because
Yeah.
first impressions are everything, and the story is not going to blow people away at the beginning, and the traversal is going to blow people away. And so, like, they let you skip to 2.0, but if you skip to 2.0, then you don't care about any of the story or lore or anything, which makes you less attached to the game, too.
Yeah.
So it kind of just hurts the entire game. Basically, 1.0 was a shit show. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
2.0
100%.
is what they actually want out of the game, and it's a million times better. Like, dude, 1.0 compared to 2.0 is trash. Like, it's just actual trash.
Yeah.
2.0 is so far and above in every single possible category.
Yeah.
So they need to smooth that out.
Yeah. I guess the thing that I'm just wondering is I don't know how the game would play from 1.0 if we had
Mm,
gliders from the get-go and what the organic way to implement that is. Because I will be real, like without the existence of gliders, I loved the exploration of the 1.0 areas. I did genuinely, like the 1.x.
it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
good. But like now it's because we've tasted that. Now we're
Mhm.
like, damn, I
You
could
can't
never
go
go
back.
back. So now I'm
Yeah.
wondering, what would a new player want? Like, it's like, for example, like World of Warcraft. Um, you play through vanilla and you get your ground mount, and it feels great at level 40 and level 60, and it feels amazing. But then Burning Crusade comes out, and then you get your flying mounts, and you get your flying mount, and you're like, damn, this is fucking amazing. I can never go back. But then um, people who were start playing now later in the game get level boosted. And when they're leveling through classic, now they start with a flying mount and
Mhm.
the world doesn't feel as magical. And
Yeah.
it kind of ruined the experience for a lot of people. I don't think gliders could ruin the experience for a new player, but the problem is because I'm not a new player who's played without the glider now that I know it exists, I don't know how it feels. And also I don't know how it feels playing the game with the glider and if that would make the world feel worse. Well, I do agree that the 1.x areas feel like an afterthought and they are shit and 2.0 is what Wuthering Waves was meant to be and it is leagues beyond what it was. I guess I'm just wondering, are they going to do it or not? How would it affect it? What would the experience feel like? And why has it taken so long? And is it even coming? So it's just it's kind of like a lot to think about.
Um, I kind of get that. I think it's worthwhile making it sacrificing the 1.0 time by making it so people can complete it faster and easier with the flying to make it so that they want to keep playing the game. That's kind
Yeah,
of how I see it. I
yeah,
think like, let's pretend you watch a stream and you see people flying around and going to these cool areas and all this crazy stuff, and then you're just walking about around a bunch of fucking rocks at 1 mile an hour, and that's what 1.0 feels like. It's like this ugly ass shithole, and you can't fly. A lot of people are
yeah. And
just
your
being like,
mud
man,
huts
when
just
does the
fucking
game get good?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, like when
garbage.
does the game get good, bro? Like this is ugly as shit. Like it is not that fun compared to what the latest stuff is. I think they should at least add like a motorbike or some shit. And I don't know, like let's pretend 3.0 doesn't have flying. Maybe what they do in each region is they have a different method of travel that feels as fast as flying. Maybe they do something like that. Like let's pretend you had a motorbike thing in 3.0 that can go like up walls and stuff. Like I
Yeah,
don't know, maybe that would work.
yeah. Are you familiar with the allegory of the cave?
Oh yes, I quote that crap all the time on
Okay.
stream.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's
how, because every gotcha player is in that damn cave and does
oh
not
yeah.
understand the things outside.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, when you're in 1.0, because like once again, when I was in 1.0, I never thought for a single time, I never thought, man, I need a glider right now. I was just like,
Oh, I
dude,
never thought I need wings. I was like, yeah, I was like, dude, I'm so fast. I'm running up walls.
I know,
Right?
running up walls, doing your triple jump with Calcharo on the grappling hook and learning the movement tech. Like that was some of the best moments of Woo for me. I remember when I was really good at movement and my chat would pog because I was like, I would bring Mr. Pokey on stream. And, Mr. Pokey was the zero cycle guy. People saw him as like the fucking really good gotcha player. And then I would be able to like quadra jump as Calcharo out of a cave and it would take him like 9 fucking tries to do the same thing that I could do. And it was just some very good memories that I have of the original exploration of the game. But yeah, I guess I just don't really know what to think for the wings. And-
Yeah,
yeah, it's just so
seem to be
difficult.
really mulling it over.
Yeah, because like that's my thing. Right now is that I know what I would want, and I'm saying is
Mhm.
me. I want wings really fucking bad because I don't want to go explore Mount Firmament without them. It's fucking miserable.
Oh yeah, you haven't done that yet.
Yeah, because I've tasted that nectar,
Hmm.
but I don't know truly what benefits the early game experience. Will that make the world feel too small? Will it make it feel disjointed? Because the reason why 2.0 works so well with the glider is because it's so much fucking bigger than 1.0. Like it's huge. So it was built with that flight in mind. I don't think 1.0 was built with that flight in mind.
Yeah,
So
I think they just have to add the wings to 1.0, sacrifice that thing to make it so that people want to stick with the game in the long term, and every version from now
yeah,
on, it needs to be like 2.0 where it's big. It needs to be like a huge area because like
yeah,
you don't feel bad in 2.0 the fact that things might be like far between like mobs or other stuff, which they aren't even really, but like you don't feel bad about that because you're just zooming. You're so fast, you have so much control that
yeah,
it feels great that they just need to balance everything around the wings and there isn't really an issue.
for sure. So to circle back to the anniversary awards,
Hmm.
uh, do you think we need more on top of that? Do you think we need more, or you think this is like adequate enough?
You know, it sucks, but yeah, I think they need more. I really think
Mm.
that how they could have instantly just solved the thing is what I keep saying is a selector that has the standard units and weapons plus Yinlin and Jian and their weapons. And I really think like something like that would have been worth so much more than these 30 pulls. And let's be real, how many people even want to pull in Jian and Yinlin or any of those standard characters? Not many people, but
I'm
you
such a
don't get
bad
some
person
weapons
to
like
ask that
String
because
Master.
I'm pulling Gian because I never got one.
Okay,
So like,
let's be honest, most
yeah,
people don't. So
a
like
hundred
how I
percent, a
see it
hundred
is
percent.
they basically lose almost nothing by giving that out. It's not like they're giving out ZANI or even like a new character like Shorekeeper or Carlotta. They're not giving something like that.
Yeah,
Um, that just would have been so easy. I've been saying this, by the way, for like over a month. Over a month, I've been saying like they should just add that plus 30 polls could have been the whole anniversary, and I felt like people would have been happy. Felt like it would have been so simple. But then they didn't do that. And then everyone says, you're looking at leaks. But you know what's crazy? I swear the leakers just copied what I've been saying. I've been saying this for longer than there were leaks, bro. The same thing. That's all they had to give out.
yeah,
I swear these like AI leak channels that people keep talking about just fucking copied my shit. I swear, bro.
yeah.
Like
Bro's the
that's all they
original.
had to do and it would have been big.
I want to say if I were to have said that exact same thing, chat would have spammed narcissist. So I'm hoping.
True.
Oh wait, your chat's spamming ego. Okay, great.
No, yeah, they spam that. No, anytime I say anything, they spam ego.
Oh, that's so good. But yeah, I'm very glad we're able to talk about this because I know when this shit first happened, man, the community was fucking riled up. Like they were
Oh yeah.
riled up. Even now, it's definitely still kind of crazy. There's the word pro consumer being thrown around in everybody's face, but I don't really think anybody knows what that word means. It doesn't mean what they think it means. Being pro consumer doesn't mean you get everything for free. Being pro consumer means you can actually properly evaluate what a company can give, what a consumer can expect, to like have a healthy state between the two. But
Yeah.
I do think at this point, I do. Well, I would be content with 57 polls, and I'll be real, man. I would have been content with 40 polls. because I've been fucking like I'll be real, like my expectations are just at the fucking floor with the
That's so
whole
crazy to me,
AAA
man.
with the AAA devs, bro. Like they're
I
so
guess,
fucking
yeah.
stingy. Like they're so stingy. Like legit. It's fucking unreal how greedy these fucking devs are. And I'm like, all right, well, this is fine, I guess. I don't want to get too fucking pressed about it. But yeah, I do think getting a little bit more on top would be great. I don't know if we're going to get a fucking selector. I've heard rumors that
Mhm.
they're just like not allowed to give away 5 stars anymore from like Tencent, but I don't know if that's true.
Okay, I feel like that's like a boogeyman. People are doing that to deflect from Kuro. They're saying
Sure.
like, well, Tencent's doing it's like, why are we blaming some like we may as well say G said you can't make a selector. It's like who's in charge of this shit now?
Yeah.
Like I feel like people are just making up anything that's what there's so much misinformation right now. It's actually insane the amount of shit being thrown around.
It's
There
nuts.
was like some pictures of like leaks or something that apparently they were originally intending to give these polls or something, and people were posting that around, and then Kuro Games actually went out and said these are fake and here's why, and this was a placeholder. So like there's so much shit going around right now that you can't just instantly believe any of this like fanfare of all these things. Like it's fine to be unhappy with the stuff, but like
Yeah.
it's going absolutely wild now.
That is the problem is that there's an agenda against Kuro right now. Like a very violent agenda. And if you're not saying fuck Kuro, give us free ZANI, then you're the enemy. Because I do believe a lot of it is being kind of the narrative is being driven by a lot of disgruntled Hoyo players who've been treated like dogs their entire time they've been playing the fucking
Well,
games.
wait. I will say some of it, yes. Some of it
Of
actually
course,
is
just some.
literally just
Yeah.
people who like, 50 Cent Army where they just brigade stuff and say
Absolutely.
all sorts of crazy shit. Like if you look at the amount of comments on the thing, it was over 500,000 Billy comments. You can't have 500,000 individual people. Like let's do that. Like that's just not gonna happen. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
care that
100%.
China has a billion, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But like there are a lot of bad eggs and a lot of bullshit, but there
Yeah.
are a lot of actual genuine people that are really disgruntled and pissed 100%. I understand what you're saying though, is like there is a
Yeah.
lot of people that they just this is the now big opportunity to shit on the company and game, right?
Yeah.
Now is the perfect opportunity for them to strike. But it only happens because there's so many unhappy players right now, right?
Of
There's so
course.
many pissed people that they're
100%.
able to ride that wave.
Yeah, I think the people who are bullshitting and brigading are asking for free ZANI. I think the people who are being more reasonable are like, we want a 5-star selector and we want 40 polls. And I think that's kind of more or less what the actual players are asking for. But it's like when you take bad eggs, content creators like Maggie, like even Maggie's taking advantage of this horrific PR stunt that happened with Kuro Games, where she's like, "Oh yeah, they fucked me over. They fucking threw me to the dogs for no fucking reason." And it is very difficult to find out what's what, and that's why the community's kind of at odds right now.
You know what the sad thing is? I
What?
actually find the Maggie situation very sad
Why?
because I think she was the only
Good guide maker?
like well, she was basically the best Wuthering Waves content
Oh
creator.
yeah, she was. Yes, she was. Absolutely.
Um, I actually like when I was looking at the stuff, I was initially instantly on her side because I was like, okay, well, like I kind of believe this. And as I looked into more stuff, I was like, okay, wait, hold on a minute. Like, wait a second. I still think like
I was the exact same way,
me
by the way.
personally. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Me
like
personally, I don't even think she should have really been removed from the program for what she did. She should have at least gotten a warning or something because it's very small scale. Like it's very different than like here's a video of the leaks or something. It's like I'm doing the numbers on the math of the stuff, right? So to me, it felt like a much smaller scale thing, and she should have at least gotten a warning. But the thing is, we don't know. What if that was her third warning? How would we know, right?
yeah, because she's already lied once. So what's that to tell us that she's not going to lie twice or 3 times?
It's just to me, it's an unfortunate situation. I just wish it didn't happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but 15 minutes after her video was posted, I left her a comment
I
saying,
saw
"Hey,
that.
yo, if you need any help, hit me up." Yeah, she just deleted it.
You know what? You know what's interesting? She was in my chat, and I asked her about that, and she said I didn't delete it.
That's just fucking cap.
Well, but like we had already seen it, so then why should we delete it if we've already seen it and talked about it? And then I ask her. I don't know. It just seems weird. Like what? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know if people can like report a comment to remove it. I have no idea.
Sure. Well, you
But
can also
I
just
don't know.
shadow ban it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Or maybe it was downloaded to oblivion. I'm just only telling you what I've been told.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
but
I just don't know.
but the other thing that I heard from a clip is that Gateo's been like actively advocating for her to like not talk to me, uh, which is ridiculous. But I will say I have been talking to her in DMs and on Twitter, and in those DMs, I'm not going to mention. I'm not going to say anything that we actually talked about. But there's
Yeah,
two
that's fine. Keep
possibilities
going.
right now. Either one, she's a really good person and she's being manipulated and being painted in a very bad light due to her association with a content creator, or she actually just got, or she's like a complete fucking rat. There's like two options right now, and I'm gonna be real. Like I'm kind of scarred from like lying women, so like I have a very hard time trusting people in today's current age. So I don't really know how to feel because I'm blinded. I'm blinded by motherfuckers be lying in 2025, bro. I'm not even fucking lie to you. Yeah.
I usually try to look at the good side of people unless I dislike them, and then I look at every single possible thing in a bad way.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I'm absolutely just what's the word? I'm absolutely just like baggage, just so much baggage that I have a very difficult time trusting people in 2025.
I guess I don't really have that, but I understand.
Don't worry, you will after what I do to you.
Oh, gulp.
Oh, Jesus. Gulp. But yeah, is there anything else we should talk about in terms of the anniversary awards?
I mean, I think we're on the same page and we kind of just agree. It's basically like at this point, the snowball keeps rolling down the hill and it's picked up so much traction where them even giving the adequate amount of rewards is not enough because now it's about respect and like, do you even care about the players?
Yeah.
And now they have to kind of do another thing on top. They essentially it's like every time they give a little bit of rewards, that's not enough. They have to give something big enough that it shuts everybody up and they go, "Thank you." It shows you actually care. I saw an idea from actually it was a Billy post, crazy. It was super reasonable and the person was like they pretty much explained the same thing we're talking about. They're like, you should have just done a live stream with you guys on the live stream answering what's going on. There's so much, it feels like miscommunication. Tons of people are saying, well, actually, in this post, they're promising they're going to give us more. But it's like really, really, really vague. Where they're saying, like, please stay tuned for more updates. We deeply apologize. Like, we want you to know we're planning future versions with you in mind. And people are using this as a thing to say, like, well, no, they're going to give us more stuff. Just wait. But it's like, it's so vague. Who knows what to expect? Like, is it good enough? Crow Games is not communicating adequately.
Yeah.
So people are just getting even more pissed. So they need to just come out and say, like, hey guys, here's our live stream with us talking. We're addressing the exact problems and like what we're gonna do about it.
Yeah,
So
I'll be real. Like if I don't see a dong may cry on like live on stream, like I'm pissed. Like I'm not playing this fucking game. I want to see
start
Solon
crying,
break down.
Solon.
Yeah, let me get
Yeah.
them fucking tears, brother. I will say I think a big issue with the live stream when we had it and we were all talking together. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. I sound like I have fucking cancer. Jesus.
You kind of sound like you're literally dying right now.
Yeah, that's unlucky. I'm not.
Also though, people are saying it's really good ASMR though. People like your voice like this.
Oh, okay, great. Well, I will say I think a big issue that we were having when we were talking, and the reason why we disagreed so heavily was I think we were addressing two different players. I think I was addressing all of the AstroTurfers and the Rage Baiters, and I think you were kind of representing the Everyman. And I think that's where a
Yeah.
big disconnect happened. Was when you said that players can't overreact. I was like, brother, like look at my chat. Like they said, like they're gonna uninstall
yeah.
unless they get a fucking free ZANI and a Caccione. And it's like they're just not gonna
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that. But I think that's the problem is that we were technically saying the same thing. We do have the same viewpoints, but I think we were just addressing different crowds, which caused a lot of disconnect between what we were saying between the gotcha CCs. But yeah,
Yeah. Like I'm mostly looking at things just from players' perspectives. That's why for me it's like, hey, these 50 pulls plus this extra, they fucked up. I'm willing to overlook that, but I understand all the people who aren't. Like I totally get their viewpoint and it makes sense, and I'm not against it.
yeah.
But I'm happy with what I have so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, are you in any position to quit Wuthering Waves because of this?
No.
If you don't get a selector, are you gonna quit?
Yeah. For some people, they will, but those are probably people that were already kind of disgruntled, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I
It
just
could be the straw that broke the camel back, like Honkai Star Rail for a lot of people, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like I don't remember which content creator said this, but like I feel like we're so far away from the straw that broke the camel's back at this
Hmm.
point in Wuthering Waves that if you just quit over this, if 57 polls isn't enough and you quit over this, it's like brother.
Yeah, I don't really get it,
Yeah.
personally.
It's
But
like
like
there's
maybe
like
some people were at that point though, like they just weren't really happy with the game. And then I kind of get that. But if it's usually not one thing that makes someone quit, right? That's pretty rare where it's like, oh, you've been perfect, the best thing ever. Oh, you did this one thing, fuck you, I quit. That
although
usually never happens.
although actually now that I think about it, I think a lot of players might be like that, but it's not Dota Kuro games. It's kind of like how I have trauma with lying ass hoes. They have issues with greedy ass companies, and they've been
True.
through this with Genshin and Hoyo in general,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, they're doing that again. I've already dealt with this from Hoyo. I'm good.
Yep.
I'm out."
I saw some people mention that actually in my chat. They were like, this is just the same fucking cycle and I'm tired of it. I probably would just want to quit. I do
Yeah,
actually kind of understand that because they're just like, I'm not gonna pretend that this isn't the same thing. I'm out. Like,
yeah, they've played these games before, man.
yeah, actually. Yeah, I get that. And that's why
Hmm.
people should play more of the games that are not the biggest ones because there's plenty of other good gotcha games out there that give out lots of pulls. Nikkei did their half anniversary and somehow it's shit on all the other ones.
Yeah, I will say I do think that skews a lot of people's perspectives. Like Toho
Mhm.
Sniper, who's kind of becoming like the biggest retard in the community right now, will say things like, "Well, Summer's War gives way more polls," but it's like, well,
Those
yeah,
pulls are so low value.
they're so low value. Like it's like, bro, so like Summer's War gives like a 10 pull a day, but it's like there's over 1,000 characters to collect, and only
Oh, and
like
then none of those are LDs. You're not going to get LDs for
yeah, if
that
they're
either.
not LDs, who cares? And like 4% of the 5 stars are actually good, and the rest are just like, it's mid. Like for example, like when you say certain archetypes in that game, it's like, okay, but what color are they? Like for example, all the dragons are good, but like let's talk about like the angels. Like who the fuck be using the blue archangel? Like fucking nobody. Who be using the blue dragon knight? Like fucking nobody. Like at least
Yeah.
like yellow dragon knight Leo is like fucking insane. But this is talk that only me and you understand and nobody else understands. So I should probably move forward with
Yeah.
this
No, I
topic.
actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Even though I
yeah.
didn't play it, I understand Summoners War. But well, here's how I see it. I think it's also a matter of the amount of fun you get out of the anniversary. And think about it this way.
Yeah.
Like, even though, let's say we have another game that doesn't use the Hoyoverse system, so the way the polls are different, no 50-50, etc., right? If that game had 1,000 polls was pity, and they gave you like 700, that's more fun than a game where the pity's 3 and they give you 1 poll or like 2 polls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because the way that the poll system works in Wuthering Waves, you basically never expect to get it before soft pity, right? You pretty much are like, I'm going to pity
I
anytime
hate
you
it.
go for
I
polls. It's
fucking
not
hate
fun.
it.
It
It
removes the fun
sucks.
from pulling. And then there's the 50-50. And what the 50-50 does is you're not happy that you pulled the unit, you're relieved you didn't have to do it again,
Yeah, it's like League of
right?
Legends. You're not happy that you won. You're
Yeah.
just relieved that you didn't lose.
Yeah, it's a terrible feeling, and it removes all the fun from gacha. When in some gacha games, you're having fun every time you're pulling because you have a hope, like maybe there's some crazy thing you could get a chance of pulling. Like there's always that, like really fun opportunity, or like maybe I'll get in this 10 pull, but you never feel that out of Wuthering Waves. So like pulls just don't feel good unless you're able to get a ton for the character. So
Dude,
like
I have a
the theory's
really I have a really hot take about that. Like as a
mm,
gotcha player of like probably like 10, 12 years at this point, I think all polls feel fucking terrible. Like I'm so disillusioned with polls these days. I just feel like I'm getting punished for playing the fucking game. And
really, I
yeah,
kind of get that, but you
yeah.
know what's funny?
Mm.
I know this is a big shill moment. I actually have fun every time I pull in wizardry. I
dope.
actually every time I pull, because I'm like, there's that chance I get some like really crazy thing, because it has like 10 layers of RNG. Even when you pull a character that has the RNG, I get that dopamine hit, man.
Yeah, I just don't feel that for wizardry. I'm just like
That's too bad,
that's
man.
why I'm like I'm so happy I don't have to pull. That's when I feel really good.
Mm,
When I'm like
mm.
I no longer have to pull. I
You're
win.
free.
Yeah,
You broke the chains, dude.
and then when I get to the point where I'm like I'm happy with everything I have in my account, now I can farm up and the next thing I get is free. Like when I
It
get to
almost
do
sounds like you just don't like gotcha games at this point.
no, I love beating gotcha games.
Hmm.
Like when it's like I get everything I want for as cheaply as possible, and then I
Mm.
don't have to pull and I beat the
You game the
system.
system.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, bro, it feels so good. I love beating the system. And like thinking like that's the thing I really like about wizardry is that when other people have to pull to beat the content
Yeah.
and
And you beat it.
I
Yeah.
just play better. It feels so fucking good. Like I love that shit. The other thing that I really enjoy about gotcha games is that they're the only games that have consistent updates that I can get
Yeah.
excited for. Like every
And
6
you
week a
know
new
they're gonna
update.
happen.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn. Like there's no other games like that right now. So they're the
Mhm.
most consistent games, and I can play so many of them, which really helps my ADD because I have a really hard time sticking to one fucking game. So I get to bounce around. And the other really nice thing is that like the community that you get to engulf yourself in. I think they're like the
Mhm.
funniest community. They're the worst community and they're the best community at the same
Yeah. I agree. It's like you
time.
see the worst of the absolute worst, but you also get some of the best.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the Cookie Run Kingdom community because like I was
The
like,
arc.
oh
Uh,
bro, I was like, bro, there's no way these guys jerk off to cookies. And they're like, oh dude, we're down bad, man. And I'm like,
this cookie's so hot.
yeah, because that's like a really like for example, like Black Pearl cookie is like actually hot as fuck. Plus like I'm a fucking gooner, dude. You know, I'm degenerate as fuck. And like these games are just like there's no other games are just like, bro, this character's really good. You can tell by how huge their tits are. Like it's so awesome. It's just the pulling system that I just get really fucking angry about. And I don't know anybody who would like that. I don't know anybody who's like, oh sweet, I lost the 50-50 again. I lost the 50-50 again. Man, this feels great. Like I remember I did like it was like
It's the worst
130
system.
pulls before I got my first Arboreus in Wizardry. I wanted to fucking just fucking Alt F4 in real life, bro. I felt so bad.
Okay, I do understand that sentiment. I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
Um,
However, but the last time I pulled, like for example, when you get really lucky, it feels incredible. Like
yeah.
incredible. The problem is that like never fucking happens.
Mhm.
Like
Well, yeah,
when
it
I got
depends on the
my
game.
true, when I got my Wild Hunt Heathcliff, I pretty much came.
Oh, that was crazy. That was
Yeah.
actually absolute. And oh my, just play that game, bro.
I will. I will.
Bro is literally waiting for me to move before he plays it. He is like the ultimate staller. Oh my god. Just do a Mr. Pokemon, be like this many subs and I play Limbus and it'll happen. Project Moon fans will do it, bro.
Hey, I'll be
Just
real,
like
man. I have this
chill
thing
out.
called self-respect.
Do you though? You morals.
I do. I have morals,
Your
man. I have
morals.
morals. For 200 subs, I will take accountability. Bro, that's the funniest meme I've ever heard. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
You know, I in Pokey stream, I tell him to like he'll say I'm not doing this, and I'm saying just do it for this many subs. Like I try to convince him to do things for subs because it's so funny.
Yeah, and it works. It works.
Yeah, oh yeah, it works.
I mean, let's look at this shit, bro. Like,
He said he was gonna give me a cut today, by the way, and he still has not gifted me any subs.
wait, really? That's so fucked up. What the hell?
I know, right? What the hell?
This guy sucks.
Yeah, fuck this guy,
Wait,
dude.
how many subs do you have?
How many subs does he have?
How many subs do you have?
Oh, 1,276.
That's actually really fucking good.
It's really fucking good. Yes,
Yeah.
it's way more ever than normal.
Yeah, it's like way
I'm
more.
not unhappy at all.
Yeah, it's like way more than you deserve. So like, it's great.
Yeah, true. I deserve 0. That's like 1,276 more than I deserve.
Yeah, bro. I'm sitting here at 4,400 subs, and I'm just like, bro, how? like, how? All right, great. Feels good. Curl live stream save Jenna subs. Oh, okay, dope.
True. Nah, we were chilling before, but true.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, best anniversary I've ever experienced because for me personally, it's only been good, really. Like, dude, so many people want to watch me now.
Oh yeah.
Just because the anniversary is bad, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks to everyone who's been watching, by the way. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
Best anniversary of all time, man.
Dude, I'll be real. Like, well, hold up. Pokey and box chat. What happened? What was said? Oh, you linked me a Discord app because you're one of those dum dums that doesn't get that I can't fucking click that. But yeah. No, I think it's been good. I think it's been great, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. But the important thing to remember is we are content creators, and not everybody else gets the buff. And I know you already know that. I know you already know that. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah. Oh, also a new post was put up by Kuro Games an hour ago, which was
Which one?
Oh, I think this is one that you're referring to where they said that the screenshot was fake.
Yeah, on Billy. Yeah.
Okay.
People were constantly sharing this screenshot that was like, they were already going to give us these 10 pole things. They already had it planned. This whole thing was a planned thing. And it was actually just like some placeholder thing they had in the beta that when people clicked on it didn't even show you got rewards, or it was like a placeholder of like the Changli 1.1, you get 10 of each pole.
Yeah. Mr. Pokey
Yeah.
believed that. Yeah, I'm sure he did, chat. I'm not really surprised. However, I would love to see a clip of Mr. Pokey thinking that's real before I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Can you send me a clip that he believed that? But yeah.
He did. I saw it. I
Really?
literally saw it on his stream. I had his stream open on my stream, and I literally saw him looking through Billy posts, and there were a ton of people posting that picture. I mean, to be fair, I think it's understandable he believed it when so many people were spamming it, but also it was a lot of bad actors, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what like I really want to drive that point home because if you go on Twitter right now, oh my God, he literally uploaded the video called "It Was All Planned" 0 seconds ago. Oh my God, bro, stop this, bro, stop this. Okay,
I don't really think it matters much because it's already basically been debunked. But
sure,
like, you
sure.
know what? Here's what you do. Don't even mention him at all. Just make the exact reverse name. It's like none of it was planned, and it's you talking about the debunked one.
Yeah, I could do that. But yeah, I do really want chat to understand how many people are just lying right now. It's insane.
Oh, there's an unreal amount of misinformation and lies going on. And the thing is, like, I'm not normally the type of person to just assume things are misinformation instantly, but like,
Yeah.
there's so much. It's obvious too. It's a crazy. And you know what's crazy? There's misinformation on both sides, actually. There are people that are trying to defend some of the stuff that are saying like ridiculous shit, like Curl promised this, Curl promised that, to the point where I almost feel like they're on the other side trying to like be so annoying and ignorant that they're just like they're looking ridiculous. Like who was
Yeah.
saying like, well, actually, they're splitting the anniversary into 2.3 and 2.4, and no one should be expecting anything because they're doing. It's like, well, like where's the proof of this? Like nobody, they didn't say this, and if it's true, they're miscommunicating like shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I've been checking a lot of the Reddit comments and even a lot of people coming to my chat talking about like all like everybody spreading misinformation and just lying. Like they're all like new accounts, they're all alt accounts. Like there are even people who like come into my fucking gotcha police. They post some crazy ass shit. I ban them and I say no minors. And then they go into Mr. Pokey's community. And obviously Mr. Pokey doesn't fucking ban anybody. And they say, you see, fucking Tectone banned me for this reason when it's like, no, I fucking didn't. I banned you because you're a piece of shit and you're just lying. Right, but it's just like I just too many people are getting away with it right now. I will say I don't feel bad for Kuro. I don't because they're $1 billion company, right? They're gonna be fine.
I don't feel bad for them,
Yeah,
but I'm disappointed. Basically, it's a
yeah.
disappointing situation that like this anniversary should have been the easiest
The easiest
slam
W.
dunk, and it's like just give away some free shit. Everyone goes, Honkai Star Rail could never, best company, huge W, and everyone just has a great time and is hyped for the celebration. Instead, they somehow
They somehow fucked it
like
up.
like how do you fuck that up? It's like, bro, you're trying to like you're in a race and your opponent trips like 3 times and somehow wins the race instead of you. It's
Yep,
like like how the fuck did you mess that up?
yep. But I will say once again to the punching bag thing of fucking Wuthering Waves, they are really, I think they're getting the full wrath of the Hoyo community because they know that these devs are listening. And so I almost feel like they're being completely unreasonable dickheads where they know these things that they're asking for can't be met, just so these people can say, see, our companies aren't so bad because we asked for this and we didn't get it. So do your devs really listen? No, they don't listen. They're just like our devs. See, we're not fucked up. You guys are fucked up. We're the same company. And it's once again just false equivalency running rampant.
I'm starting to get the feeling that you don't like Hoyoverse
No,
players. I'm
no,
starting.
I don't. And it's and like I'll be real, they're a plague on society, dude. They're the most ungrateful, retarded ass fucking community I've ever seen in my entire life. And every single time you think they can't get stupider, they somehow get stupider. And it's like to a point where your jaw hits the floor, and then you realize the floor isn't low enough, and your jaw breaks through the floor and goes through the Earth's crust, and then it goes
Like a
all the way
cartoon
through.
character.
Yeah, it goes all the way through it, and then bada bing, bada boom, your jaw is in China. It's just nuts. I mean, with the Corinna Boatger shit, every fucking retard that I've ever dealt with always has a Hutao profile picture on fucking Twitter. It's you go on to Genshin TikTok, you can say anything about anybody, and as long as you say "Hail Ziox," they'll believe anything that you fucking say. It's just embarrassing, bro. Like it's such an embarrassing fucking community. And as much as like people want to say, "Oh, I mean, and I do fucking hate Hoyoverse." Where's the part where I'm lying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with you,
Yeah.
but I will say, like, and the thing is,
Mhm.
I wouldn't agree if it wasn't for the fact that Curl Games and Wuthering Waves is directly at odds with
Of
Hoyoverse.
course.
You know what I mean?
Of
It's like
course.
it's a direct, like they have a
Absolutely.
hated relationship. Like they do not like each other, and people are looking for ways to slander or bullshit.
It's because
So
Genshin
it is
players are sitting in
true.
the cuck chair.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I always think is funny, and what kind of ties into this is when Honkai Star Rail was coming out, people were like, "This sucks. They should make it action combat like Genshin," and they started petitions and shit. I'm just like, so you're so unhappy with your game, but you don't want to admit it. So you want to turn this other game into that game. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I understand what you're saying. I agree, right?
Yeah.
Like I get it.
Yeah. Well, I think we agree. The rewards are a good step in the right direction. I think we need a little bit more just to make sure that all players are satisfied. There's a lot of people saying ridiculous ass shit. They need to shut the fuck up. But a lot of players are also very justified and them feeling slighted by once again Kuro
Mhm.
Games missing another very easy dunk
Yeah,
that any mindless toddler could have done.
yeah.
Uh,
It's so simple, man.
yeah.
Like it pisses me off to see them fumble. I'm like a disappointed parent. I'm just like, oh my God, like you messed up again. Like, how do you like, bro, did you really think those 10 pulls were gonna make these people happy? Like, come on, I've been playing these games. Like, I know that they're just gonna feel even more mad. Like, that's it. Oh my God. Like, who's in charge of this stuff, man? Like, they need to talk to like the average gotcha player or something.
Yeah. Well, yo, brother. Oh wait,
Hmm.
I don't want to go yet. Tell me about wizardry. You were supposed to tell me about wizardry.
You wanna do that right now?
Yeah, why not? Do you have somewhere to be?
Okay. No.
Okay.
But what do you want to know?
No, that you said they were doing some crazy ass shit for wizardry, and I can't remember what it was. Because like
Yeah, yeah.
I got the class change ticket so I could change my the I am your knight. Oh, so dirty.
Monavale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lauderdale. Yeah. And I don't know how to change. I don't know how to change it.
Oh, you go to the training room, and at the bottom there should be a change class
Yeah,
thing.
it says I can't.
What?
Yeah,
You
it
got
said.
the Launavales, right? Launavale Knight to Fighter.
Yeah, and I see the button and it says the character must have already been that class before to use this ticket.
Oh, you're thinking of the other ticket. So there's two types of ticket things.
Yeah.
You're using the class change back, which they gave a ton of those out, which lets you change to a previously done class.
Yeah.
You should have gotten a currency or logging in, and you go to the exchange shop, and that's where you'll get the scroll to choose.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like so fucking confused.
Yeah, that's a separate thing.
Do you think
But
I
yeah,
should go? Do you think I should go thief on my main character?
I'm actually gonna level it to try it out, see if it's worth it.
I have it at level 42, but I just really like
Oh, shit.
fighter. But I don't know what weapon I should be using for thief.
I'm gonna use the same thing, sword and shield.
Oh, I'm using two-handed greatsword right now, which I fuck with.
Oh, 200 greatsword probably not best on thief. I don't even know if you can use them on thief. I have
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah, because I'm using light armor and two-handed sword on fighter, and
Mm,
I hit like a fucking I hit like a bulldozer, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, my character actually feels OP for the first time ever.
bro, I feel so strong. My full power strike's doing like 1400 damage. I'm blasting right now, man, and I still feel
1400?
weak. Yeah, keep it, man. Full power strike. It takes one turn to charge up, and then the second turn you do that.
Oh, that's not even that crazy then.
It's really good,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not. There's some guy that's hitting for like 6,000 damage.
Yeah.
Some,
Also want to say, dude, fucking Mr. Pokey's killing it playing Epic 7, man. That makes me really
dude,
happy.
I'm not even lying. I'm so happy for him, genuine. And you know
Yeah.
what? Like he even said this on stream. He's like, "This is the most fun I've had on stream in like a long while." Like he's actually just been having so much. Dude, he has like 13-hour streams playing Epic 7. Like he's just literally grinding all day, man.
Well, yeah, it's because he now understands what a good
Yep.
turn-based
Yep.
RPG is.
I've been telling him to play that game for a long time. It's Allegory of the Cave, bro. Now he's finally playing a game that's basically just better in every single way compared to Honkai Star Rail. And you know what? That ruins the game for him. When 3.3 comes out, he's just gonna be like, man, fuck.
Yep. Yes, he is. Because I don't even
Yep.
think he enjoys the story, to my knowledge.
Bro, that recent story was so boring, bro.
Oh wait, no,
I
he
was
was
in
the
his
guy who rated it a 9.37 out of 10.
No. The recent one, he
Yeah.
actually gave like a 7.
Oh.
The one that just had came out for the anniversary with caster stuff, he gave it like a 7, bro.
Uh-oh.
And if he's giving it a 7,
Yeah, that means it's probably like a 2.
yeah, it was bad, bro.
Because like if there's anybody who's fucking coping about story, it's that guy. I'm not gonna fucking lie, bro. Like, goddamn, bro probably pulls on Coco Melon and says, "Man, this needs an Oscar."
Hey, I'm just happy he's having a good time with the game that I consider to be way better. It makes me happy, man.
Yeah,
He's
no,
having a lot of fun. And bro, people are oiling up too. He's so like everything's good. Like doesn't need to play Honkai Star Rail. He's chilling, man. That's great.
hell yeah, no, that's good. All right, man. I'm gonna get out of here. Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna raid you. All right.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're sure I'm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go trauma
you.
dump. I'm gonna go to the hospital, and then I'm gonna stream again later.
You're gonna go to the hospital and die because all of you.
Yeah, chat, you killed your streamer. I'll be back later, boys. But yo, Jenna, good talking, man.
Yeah, great talk. I'll see you later, man.
All right, peace, brother. All right, boys, I'm out of here. Good talk. Sorry, guys. I feel so fucking bad right now. I feel so fucking bad. I'm gonna go to the doctors real quick. They're gonna inject me with some shit, which will hopefully make me feel better, and then hopefully get some rest, and then I'm gonna go live again later. Okay. I appreciate you guys so fucking much. I'm just like kind of like scared right now, and I don't like it, and it's like every day has been like very difficult, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm trying very hard to be consistent, but like life is just kind of scary right now. So I'm just trying to get through it because like my body is telling me, my body's telling me every second that I'm alive that I'm gonna have a heart attack and die immediately, and it's just really fucking scary right now. I'm just not gonna lie. I can't tell you, and I'm sorry. The things that are going in my body also make me very emotional, and I have my mood swing. Thankfully, I don't get angry. I just get very sad. I get very emotional, and I get very thankful. But I do mean this from the bottom of my heart. I really love you guys, and I really appreciate you guys. And it does suck how scary life is right now. But to go live during a very controversial time in our communities and see everybody handle themselves with such maturity and positivity and calmness was very nice to see because it's just yeah. I just couldn't really handle that much stress today, and I'm glad that there wasn't any. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Sorry once again. I probably wouldn't cry on a normal stance, but once again, my hormones are out of fucking control, and I just feel very weak, and everything hurts, and it sucks. But I don't want you guys to worry about me. I just want to let you know once again, I do really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for being fucking awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I will be back in a little bit, hopefully. If not, probably because I need a little bit of rest. But yeah, hormones are out of control, and it's weird. So yeah, I will raid Genazad, and I will see you guys when I see you guys. Okay, sorry for being a pussy, and I will see you guys soon. Okay? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out, boys. Peace.